We have a significant development here, as you laid out. The former president of the United States now facing additional charges related to that federal grand jury investigation in Florida about his keeping and alleged mishandling of classified documents after he was no longer in the White House. The special counsel's office just sent out a release laying out what's new, which was quite helpful to us, adding that in this new proceeding indictment, which is what you do when you have new evidence, new developments, he's being charged with one additional count of willful retention of national defense information, which means he kept classified documents at Mar-a-Lago after he was no longer supposed to. But perhaps the most significant development we have here that is new is that the special counsel, the prosecutors at DOJ believe that Mr. Trump, Mr. Oliveira, and Mr. Nauta, his two associates at Mar-a-Lago, they believe that he attempted to delete surveillance video from Mar-a-Lago in the summer of 2022, which is something we had not heard before. Obviously, there had been lots of reporting out there about their alleged obstruction of the government's efforts to retrieve those documents. But this is the first time that Mr. Trump has ever faced charges related to deleting surveillance video. Lester.
But these are acts that occurred within a larger crime that has already been reported. So why would they add these additional charges? Because
the grand jury that was investigating this entire affair was still ongoing. And when you have a situation like that, they can bring new charges if they get new evidence. And we knew that other witnesses had been before that grand jury. There had been reporting that other additional Trump organization employees had actually received a target letter even after the former president had been indicted. And so it makes sense if new information comes to light, including, as the special counsel believes, that he actually attempted to delete surveillance video.
So what is that in terms of adding to the weight of the charges in general? Does this move the needle in this case dramatically?
Well, what he was facing already in this multi-count indictment was already serious. I think the affirmative act of actually deleting evidence certainly adds a new dimension to it, and it certainly ups the ante, if you will. But he was already, as you are well aware, was facing quite a number of years for those obstruction counts. Even one of those can range in 20 years. Not to say that that would be something that would actually come to pass in this case. He obviously has said he did nothing wrong, has pleaded not guilty in this case. But I think this is a significant development as it provides a little bit more color into the government's case, and the investigation is ongoing. So there may be even more that comes out of this, and certainly adding a new defendant adds another layer of complication. But one thing we should note, Lester, is given this development, they had a trial date in this case set for May. That is almost certainly now expected to slip. If you add new charges, you add new complications, and the idea that that May trial date, which was already pushing it from Judge Cannon there in Florida, it seems far-fetched that that will stick.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.